specifically yearning for service.
Hi there.
Courage, purpose, rebirthing, earnest resurgence, reserve emergence, verbally encourage.
Thanks for joining me.
Assertive certainty, searching these corridors.
My name's Ona Indigo, and I'm joining you here from Oakland, California, live in my home studio. And first and foremost, I'm going to tell you what our mission is here at No Accordion, which is my musical project. And it's celebrating diversity by amplifying extraordinary voices to form a deeper understanding and connection that promotes equal opportunity for all. It's transforming fear, anxiety, anger, and hatred into love, compassion, creativity, and sensitivity. So yes, that's what our mission is here, and I would like to encourage you all to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is available in a lot of my bios and also on some comments right now. I'm streaming to you live right now on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So today is a day where we're still in the month that is dedicated to nature and the natural world. We just had Earth Day. So I've been looking at songs that I create that have that element in them. And the song we're going to work on today is called Little Birdies. And I wrote it around 2012, 2013. And it's about little birds, but what do little birds also, offer us? That thought of observing birds, or there's a lot of people that are bird watchers. I've done, a little bit of bird watching. And that it's something also that keeps you in the present, keeps you in the moment. One thing I love with birds is that I love to listen to them sing in the morning. And when I'm hearing them sing in the morning or any time during the day, but they seem to sing like in the dawn, sometimes I hear them like chanting positive messages to me. And that keeps me in the moment as well. I have some special relationships over the years with birds. I have a couple current relationships, current bird connections. One is with a blue jay that's been living in the yard for some years now. And I do love the look of that bird. It's absolutely gorgeous, but it has been known to eat the seeds in my garden. So we've had to, I've had to develop a different relationship to the blue jay and realize that the blue jay has been eating all those yummy seeds, and I keep not being able to have the plants that I want. So I finally had to put a bird netting. But the blue jay has access to most of the garden, and occasionally the blue jay does have a friend, but they do seem quite territorial. So I love my blue jay in my backyard. And then my other special bird relationship currently in my backyard is with a hummingbird. I have these cactus. I have like a back porch, and I sit on my back porch, and there's some different cactus flowers up on the ledges. And in the February or March, that's when like cactuses flower as opposed to other flowers. The hummingbirds just can't get enough. So they just come and they hang out right in front of my face. Every once in a while this hummingbird, and it's just one. I assume they're territorial too. And it just sometimes it'll just hang out in front of my face. And I find that any time that I want to take a picture of it or take a video of it, it flies away. But if I stay in the moment and just be with the hummingbird and it just kind of absorbs me, then I have a longer experience with that hummingbird before it goes away. And the other sweet bird story I just want to tell you about for a second is that an owl story. It has to do with the birth of my third daughter, who is named Jalua, and her middle name is Tawny. Jalua Tawny Dell is her name, and Tawny is after an owl, and we named her that because of the owl experience we had at her birth. So this is the time I was living in southern England, in Cornwall, very beautiful part of England. and I had a home birth. So yes, Jalua was born at home. There was a midwife there, and her father, and a few friends. And yeah, so she was born at home, and I had a water birth as well, which was a pretty special, amazing experience. It was a very peaceful, beautiful birth. And then we had this 2-story house in Cornwall, which is halfway up this beautiful hill overlooking a river. And our bedroom was, right in front of our bedroom was a tree. And at the level of the tree, there was an owl's nest. And an owl had given birth to some little babies a few days before I birthed my daughter. And we could hear the little babies making their little hooting noises every night as we fell asleep. Well, it just so happened for just the first 3 days of her existence on this planet, she heard those sounds as well, and she mimicked the sounds of the owls. So she was hooting. She sounded just like a baby tawny owl. And I think she somehow understood Mama Tawny Owl for those 3 days. She was, communicating with the owls for 3 days. And then after that, she never hooted again. But I feel that she is an owl in a certain sense as well. She's a wise old soul. So that's, the owl story dear to my heart. I wanted to talk to, the bird as a symbol as well. And that it's kind of a lightness and an airiness about it, and the ability to see the bigger picture. I was going to show you a couple objects I have with birds. So this is a bird. It might be a little harder for Instagram, and it's going to be backwards, but that's the way it is. It's a card with a bird on it. My sweetheart just gave that to me. And that just, the flowers and the bird, that kind of lightness and airiness. And then I have this that my father gave to me. It's really cool. It's like a bird statue, rainbow bird ceramic. I think it might be, from Mexico. So here's another kind of bird image we've got here. And then this, very, very special. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to come up closer there. These are some feathers. Just a couple little feathers that I found when I was in Costa Rica walking through the rainforest. These are very magical feathers. Remind me of Costa Rica. So yeah, wanted to share you a few little bird mementos with you. And, once again, observing or playing in nature, it's a great way to keep in the moment. Because I think that's, one of our biggest challenges as humans is to stay in the moment and avoid that, always thinking about the past or the future. Now, what I'm going to do is read the lyrics. And so this is a collaboration, this track. I wrote all the arrangements, plus also some of the lyrics, and then Taj Angelo wrote some of the other lyrics, and then I also had Mastahlock join in. He was beatboxing. So here we go. This is a combination of Taj and I. Goes, nearly summer and the end of winter. In the spring, the birdies sing a song, lightly sitting on the tender treetops in the morning sunshine. Surfing urgency, perfectly yearning for service with courage. Purpose rebirthing, earnest resurgence, reserve emergence, verbally encouraged, working seeds, assertive certainty, searching these corridors, scores of core circuitry, overtly, inadvertently surging sea, purging me onto shores, to recede, receive universally, worth we be honestly. Every part of being is free. Beingness is eternity, burning phoenix, screaming songs of harming me, calling me, hauling me, all of me, in within to hear the wind whispering, the big mystery beyond listening. Knowledge of isness supersedes memory. Now is all that is, and here is where we were meant to be. So I have a, that's not the end of the song, but what I was thinking now, actually, I got an idea, is I'm going to take you to that part because I wanted to talk about like what a kind of crazy song this is. It is an electronica song, but it's in 3/4, which is more or less unheard of in electronica. And then I've got this rap artist that is also rhyming in threes when he's doing this part. It was extremely challenging, and he wrote those, those beautiful lyrics. So let's have a listen.
Yearning for service with courage, purpose, rebirthing, earnest, resurgence, reserve, emergence, verbally encourage, working seeds, assertive certainty, searching these corridors, scores of core circuitry, overtly, inadvertently, surging seed, purging me onto shores to receive universally, worth we be honestly. Every part of being is free. Beingness is eternity, burning phoenix, screaming songs of harmony, calling me, hauling me, all of me in within to hear the wind whispering the big mystery beyond listening. Knowledge of isness supersedes memory. Now is all that it is, and here is where we're meant to be.
Darn, I mean, that was just amazing. I mean, if you're a musician and you understand what he just did rhythmically, you'd be pretty blown away. And then also the fact that the lyrics as well, which I just read out to you, that part there is just so beautiful, such poetry. So then the song goes on. Wake up to each day as every moment is a gift worth receiving. Staying present as the hours pass is the task we're given. So this is where I want to speak a little bit about how, yes, I do use nature to stay in the moment. And it helps me heal. So a lot of the times when I'm like I get worried or I get anger or anxiety. So for example, today I had a little moment, where I was feeling some frustration and some anxiety is around, a friend who is having a hard time, and I've been watching this situation for a while, and occasionally I'm offering help, and I want to help, and I know that my help could ease some of their suffering, but it's not their way. It's not what they want to do. They've got to do it their own way. And once I kind of just relaxed back into the moment and I got out of my like fear and anxiety of, but like, what if, if it really gets bad, then I'm just like, trust it's their way and be patient. And all of a sudden I went out of that kind of frustrated anxiety place into a place of compassion. I felt a deep compassion for them and for myself, about chill out and stop worrying so much about the future. So then it goes on to say, life's too short to let the past and future enter in and rule your kingdom. When you find your mind does wander to those places, don't stay behind them. And that's what I'm doing more and more. Sometimes, I play this game of staying in the moment where, especially if it's a day, or it's been a lot easier to play this game because we are in COVID times and I'm not working. I have all this time free and a flexible schedule, is that I'll wake up in the morning with no particular agenda. and just keep trying to stay in the moment, and not just go by feel and keep going into the next thing. So there's a few other things that I wanted to say that I do that helps me stay in the moment. Music has got to be first and foremost the first thing that really keeps me in the moment, and brings me so much joy when I'm in the moment. It's probably the reason why I have produced and played so much music in my life. So then it goes, on to also meditation. Now, meditation, in some respects, is my music, and it can be just, sitting very still and breathing deeply. Or I've been getting more into walking meditation. I also practice martial arts, Tai Chi. So there's many forms of what meditation could take. I tend to also go out in nature, take a nature walk. And also, I think, just exercise, moving the body really helps me stay in the moment. Dancing. I really miss going out and dancing. So what I'm going to do for you now is I'm going to play the entire song through, so you can hear the whole thing. Here we go. Those are Little Birds I recorded in India.
Nearly summer and the end of winter in the spring, the birdies sing a song. Lightly sitting on the tender treetops in the morning sunshine.
Surfing urgency, perfectly yearning for service with courage, purpose, rebirthing, earnest, resurgence, reserve, emergence, verbally encourage, working seeds, assertive certainty, searching these corridors, scores of cores, circuitry, overtly, inadvertently, surging seed, purging me onto shores to receive, universally, work we be honestly, every part of being is free. Beingness is eternity, burning phoenix, screaming songs of harmony, calling me, hauling me, all of me in within to hear the wind, whispering the big mystery beyond listening. Knowledge of isness supersedes memory. Now is all that it is, and here is where we're meant to be.
Wake up to each day as every moment is a gift worth receiving. Staying present as the hours pass is the task that we're Life's too short to let the past and future enter in and rule your kingdom. When you find your mind has wandered to those places, don't stay behind there.
Whirling, swirling the curvature, medicine, messenger, essence, where all of it falling, the floating hopes, open, going and soaking rainbows, growth and overflowing, whisper pictures, deliver, silver sliver, gift the wisdom, center, tenure to tender, when winter, tender, kinship, kindler, remember.
Birdies sing, birdies sing, birdies sing a song. Birdies sing, birdies sing, birdies sing a song. Birdies sing, birdies sing, birdies sing a song. Birdies sing, birdies sing, birdies sing.
Oh yeah, that's right. Birdies, little birdies. That's all those little birdies. So there we go. Yes, that was the song Little Birdies featuring Taj Angelo there, master poet and MC. So thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And I want to urge you all to sign up, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Link is in the comments. And we will be doing next week. We shift over to the month of June. We'll be doing Pride Month. So I'll be looking at different songs related to that and queerness. And thank you so much. I do this every Friday night at 6 p.m. So I'll tune and see you next week. Thank you.
And here is where we're meant to be.
Here is where we're meant to be.